Good morning. Happy Friday. This morning we have core and stretch. So we're going to do about 10 minutes of core and then we'll end with some deep stretching. So that will start us off right on our Friday. Thanks for joining, even if this is later in the day and you weren't able to do the live right now. At least you're getting it done at some point. All right, so we are going to start a quick warm-up just to get our core and everything warm a little bit. So we're going to start on all fours. We're going to go into cat-cow. So when you take an inhale, you're going to arch your back, lift your chest, breathe in, and then round exhale. With your breath, inhale, and exhale, round. Keep going. One more both ways. All right, back to the center, neutral spine. Next, we'll go into bird dog. So bird dog is where we extend the opposite leg and arm at the same time, keeping that stable, tight core, trying not to arch or round the back. We keep a neutral position in the spine. So first off, let's extend the left leg and the right arm. Reach out. Take your breath and then bring it back to the center. We'll switch sides. Other arm, other leg. And down. Keep going. A nice pause at the top. Alternating sides. One more on each side. All right, now we're going to go to our backs. Just like bird dog, dead bug is next, except we're on our backs, but it's the same concept. Knees are bent. In this tabletop position, arms are up straight. Pull your shoulders down and back away from your ears. Make sure your back is nice and flat up against the floor or your mat. We're going to extend the opposite leg and arm at the same time, keeping your low back down on the ground and breathing throughout the movement. Alternating sides, getting our core and everything nice and warm. Just going through this movement, alternating sides, breathing. One more on each side. All right, feet down, arms down by your sides. Let's do some glute bridges to get our lower body a little bit more warm because we are going to be doing some planks. We need to make sure that all these muscles are ready to be worked. So push it up into bridge, squeeze your glutes, push into your whole foot and down. Nice hold. Squeeze at the top, come back down. We're not rushing it. Breathe and squeeze. Keep going. 2 more. And down. Pull your knees in. All right, let's come back up to a seated position. Let's see, looks like I have 2 of you with me. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we're gonna go right into it. So for our core workout, we're gonna do 3 different exercises: plank, side plank, and then a hollow hold. We're gonna do rounds of 1.5 minutes, rest, 1 minute, rest, 30 seconds, and then we'll move on to the next one, okay? So the first 1.5 minutes is gonna be pretty difficult, and then we'll take a rest, and the time's gonna lower each round. We're gonna start with plank. You can do these on your hands or your forearms. I'll leave it up to you, but either way, you wanna make sure that if you're on your hands, that your shoulders are right above your wrists, and you're not back like this. You wanna make sure you're nice and forward and strong and packed in your neck, pushing your hands into the ground, pushing your shoulder blades apart. So you're either there or you're on your forearms. Make sure if you're on your forearms that you lift through your chest and you keep your booty down so you're nice and straight. You can also do these on your knees. Or if you feel like you're about to fall out in the middle of the 1.5 minutes, drop down to your knees. Try to stay in that plank, even if it's a modification, so we can get through the 1.5 minutes. All right, so I'm going to do mine on my hands. That's going to be a slightly easier than the forearms. Get my stopwatch. We're going to start with 1.5 minutes. Are y'all ready? Okay. Going into our regular plank for 1.5 minutes. In 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Squeeze your muscles. Your booty is tight. Breathe. All right. We're 1/3 of the way. Oh man. Halfway. Hold it. Breathe. Come on. 30 seconds left. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Solid position. Keep it there. Working a sweat now. 15 seconds left. 10. 3, 2, 1. Down. Rest. Hoo-wee. Okay. Quick rest. Coming up. One minute after this. We're going to take our break. At least 45 seconds to a minute. So just shake it out. Drink your water. Do a stretch or 2. We'll do 30 more seconds of rest. All right, in 10 seconds, we're going for a minute this time. Go ahead and get in your ready position. We're going in 3, 2, 1, 1 minute. Here we go. Don't hold your breath. Breathe. Hold strong. 30 seconds. $15. 3, 2, 1, down. Woo! Okay, 30 seconds of rest this time. A little bit less. And then we've got our 30-second plank, and then we're moving on. Because of time, I'm probably going to spend more time in core than stretching, but y'all probably don't care. You probably would rather that, right? All right, going 30-second plank in 5 seconds. Set up. Bring it up in 2, 1, go. Only 30 seconds this time. Shoulders over your wrists. $15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, down. Good job. All right, done with those. Okay, we're gonna go right into our side plank. So I'm gonna set up on my left side to start. On the forearm this time. Give our wrist a little break too if you're on your hands. So we're gonna set up with our shoulder right over our elbow and then our arm straight out to the side, perpendicular with your body. I'm gonna do these on the side of my foot. You can also do these on your knee. So if you do set up on your knee, you can swing your back foot behind you so that it's straight back and your knee is right in line with your elbow. And then once you're there, you can straighten the top top leg, but make sure your hips are in this extended position. So they're forward, everything is stacked nice and tight. This is where you'll be if you would like to modify down on your knee. Otherwise, we're gonna do our best to hold this side plank position on our foot. 1.5 minutes to start. Are y'all ready? Going in 3, 2, 1, go. If you get to the point where you think you're gonna drop, just bring it down to your knee. I might get there, it's okay. You can also stagger your feet. Doesn't really make it that much easier, but it helps with the balance. I'm definitely gonna have to drop down to my knee. No shame. We're 35 seconds in. Ah! Doing it. Down to my knee. Still good form. Still in that side plank. Squeezing all the side of your body that's closest to the floor. Lifting up. Hold it. Shoulders are stacked. Chest is open. 30 seconds left. Woo. 15. Three, 2, 1, down. Oh. All right, for this one, let's go ahead and just switch sides. We're gonna give our side plank a little bit more rest. So, flip over. We're gonna do 1.5 minutes on the other side, and then we'll swap minute, 30. Okay? Go ahead and set up. I'm just gonna go straight to my knee because that's just the way it is today. You do what you can. All right, so get nice and ready and set. We're going in 3, 2, 1, go. Minute and a half here. Squeeze your booty cheek. Squeeze all of your obliques and your core. Push away from your arm. Shoulders are stacked. "30 seconds in. "30 seconds left. Are your hips stacked? Are your shoulders stacked? 15 seconds. Three, two, one, down. Flip over. 1 minute. Rounds of 1 minute. All right, back to I started on my left, so I'm back to my left side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lift it up. Hips are forward. Squeeze your butt. "30 seconds. "15. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Down. Switch. You're gonna be sore. I'm gonna be sore. 1 minute on the other side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. "30 seconds left. "15. Keep holding it. Squeeze tight. Three, 2, 1, down. One more time on each side. 30 seconds. This time I am going to try to do it on my feet since the time is lower. All right, switch around. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. 30 seconds. Halfway. Three, two, one, down. Last time. Switch. Phew. Set up. 3, 2, 1. Up. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, down. All right, rest. Okay. Good job, y'all. We're about 20 minutes in, so we're gonna go into our stretching. On the ground, legs out in front of you. If you have a strap or a string or a band, you can use this here if you feel like you need it. You can wrap it around your feet to hold or to get that bind so where you can really pull yourself forward. If you don't need it, that's fine. You can reach for your toes or your ankles. And we're just gonna hold this position. So I do want you to flex your feet. So pull your toes towards your forehead so you really feel that stretch in your calves and in your hamstrings. So your legs are straight. Leaning over your legs. Relax into it. Try to release your tension and just fold over. Breathe. A little bit longer. And come up. Now, bring your right leg in to your chest and plant your foot on the inside of your straight leg or your left leg. We're going to hug the knee. You want to pull it in and twist towards it. You should feel a stretch in your hip and your glute. And then we're also getting a little bit of a spine twist here. So we're hugging the knee and then looking over your right shoulder. Trying to lengthen through your spine as much as you can. Lifting your chest, top of your head to the ceiling. All right, switch legs. Pull your left leg in. Hug it, so turn, twist towards it. Really pull your knee into your chest so you feel that glute stretch, but also looking over your left shoulder for a spine twist. Back to the center. Bring your feet, the soles of your feet together. Let your knees flare out to the side. And grab the top of your ankles and just pull yourself forward. All right, now come to your knees. We're gonna go into a hip flexor stretch. Bring your left foot forward so it's in this lunged position or staggered kneeling position. So our right knee is under the hip, left knee is forward and bent, our left foot's on the mat. We're just going to lean forward, stretching out the right side, the hip flexor. If you want to reach and frame your foot, you can. The main thing is to drop your hips down and lift through your chest to flatten out your back so the stretch is really coming from the front of the hip and not just rounding in your back. All right, now lean back, push your hips back over your heel and straighten your left leg. Pull your toes up towards you. It's a deeper hamstring stretch on one side, on the left side. Just framing your leg, one hand on each side. Take note of the way your hips are positioned. So if your right knee is a lot farther in and your hip is out, then really try to square those up as if you're, standing on both feet. You'd want your hips to be in line and not cocked over to one side. All right, let's come out of that. Switch legs. We'll go into the hip flexor stretch on the other side. So bring your right foot forward and your left knee is under you. Frame your foot and then lean your hips forward. Drop the front of your hips towards the ground. Lift your chest. All right, lean back. Hamstring stretch on the right. Push your hips over your heel. Pull your right toes up towards you. Square up your hips. So that might mean leaning over to your right a little bit more. That's okay. I have to lean into my right hand just to get my hips straight and not shifted over to one side. All right, both knees are under you. They're about hip width distance apart. We're gonna go into a quad lean stretch or straddle stretch. So go ahead and bring your bum down to your heels. This might be all you can do. It depends on your level. So we're stretching out the quads, tops of the knees, all this here. So what we're gonna do is reach the hands back behind us, leaning back, trying to squeeze your butt and kind of get your hips in more of an extended position. So tucking your hips under you and just leaning back. So you might just stay here. You can lift your hips a little bit, stay here. Or you can come down to your forearms like this. Or you can lay all the way down on your back. So go ahead and find whichever position is challenging but isn't painful. If you do go all the way down to your back, you just want to make sure that you are protecting your low back. So really get your hips in a more squared position. So squeeze your bum and keep your core stable and engaged. We don't want to be in a really arched position in our back with our front core muscles all loose. You want to make sure you're protecting your low back. All right, come up and out of that. Last thing, come to your hands and knees. We are going to keep the hips high. So notice where your hips are right now in this all fours position. But from here, we're going to drop down to the tops of our arms, not even our forearms. I want the back of your triceps on the ground with your arms out straight and palms down, reaching your chest towards the floor. Puppy dog pose. So hips are high, arms are out straight. You can rest your forehead down or the side of your face. The goal here is to get a nice stretch in the lats, in the shoulders, and all through the sides of your back and chest, everything. All right, come up. We are all done. Nice core and stretching out to start our Friday. Hopefully you feel good. Your mind is ready for a work day or an off day, whatever you're doing today. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. I hope you all have a great day and weekend ahead. Just a quick note that I will be having guest instructors for the next couple of weeks. I just talked to Anna Langston, and she's going to be doing next Friday at noon. She'll be doing a strength and cardio combo, and then following week we have our Latin Zumba. Don't forget about that. And then there's a disco bar planned for the first week of November. So make sure you look at those upcoming classes. Spread the word. Make sure you know the times. And yeah, we'll spice it up a little bit with some other people besides me. All right, thanks for joining. I will see y'all next week.